What's up guys, it's Ian and Anna, and in our last video you saw us on an 8-day cruise with the Royal Caribbean on their newest ship in the world, the Odyssey of the Seas. We had such a blast exploring not only the ship but some great countries as well. If you missed that video, you can click right up here. In today's video, we're just gonna go ahead and talk about 10 things you didn't know existed on a cruise ship.
Now Anna and I are basically first-time cruisers. The last time we were on a cruise was a while ago when we were little kids, but now 20 years later, a lot has changed. There was a ton of futuristic features, things that blew us away. And even for you avid cruisers out there that think they've seen it all, I think the Odyssey of the Seas will really surprise you. And we're excited to share, starting with number 10, the North Star.
The North Star is a glass observation pod. It's attached to an arm and it rises 300 feet above sea level. Guests go in to get a 360 view. If you're docked, you get a view of that island. But my favorite part was definitely going on it while the ship was moving, because they swung to each side of the ship and it was pretty intimidating.
Yeah, if you guys can, I would suggest setting it up for sunset. It does get your adrenaline rushing, because when you're over the edge at sea, it is quite scary.
Yeah, it just looks a lot higher up when you're hanging over by the water. I felt like when I was above the ship, it was still really cool, but like when you're hanging over, you're like, okay, if we fall, but no, it's okay, you won't fall. It's not dangerous or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a thought, you know. You
can get the best pictures up there, videos, and it's just a cool experience, especially when we were in the Caribbean, just seeing that Caribbean blue water from above. A great thing is, if you get lucky, you may see some dolphins, sharks, if you're up there.
Now on to number 9, food. So being in college, I had a lot of friends that would go on cruise ships for spring break, but I was too busy visiting Ian here.
Thanks, Ann.
I never got to do that, and I had always heard about them eating so much food that was included. So of course, I was very pumped up for that part. The first day, I went around the entire ship and was like, okay.
No, not the first day. The first second we got on the ship, we dropped our bags off at the room and Anna was out the door.
Well, we were exploring the ship too, but I was definitely in search of where I get to eat for the next 8 days. I was really excited about the included part because you are paying for it with your ticket. I don't know, I come from a foreign family and like that's just really exciting.
First, Anna's gonna go over everything, all the restaurants included and our favorite aspects of it, and then I'll go into more of the specialty restaurants.
My favorites were the Mexican restaurant on the pool deck. I always got nachos there, the nacho bar. Next was the Windjammer, because that's buffet style. It's a really big room, but they also cook to order. So if I wanted stir fry, they would make me stir fry. If you want pasta, they'll make you pasta, but then they also have a lot of other options. They had amazing Indian food, some paneer, stuff like that. You know, the first day you try a little bit of everything, but by the last day you know what you like there, you just grab that stuff. And then the main dining area, it's all included and it's nice. Like you can have a nice date night, a nice family dinner every single night, and it's included, and you can order anything from the menu.
Unlimited ice cream machine, soft serve on the ship right next to the pool. So whenever you get hot out there cruising, you just go get your soft serve, it'll cool you down.
The best was downstairs, we had coffee in the morning. Yep. There is a Starbucks across. I of course went to the free stuff.
So now on to the specialty restaurants. If you want to pay out of pocket for a night out, we did this a lot with our team, and the choices you have on this ship are endless. One of our favorites was the Wonderland because of how unique and whimsical it was. It's inspired by Alice in Wonderland. The dishes, each one is a pop of flavor in your mouth, things that you've never tasted before. Being a dessert guy, I loved the chocolate world, and they drizzled over some type of chocolate syrup to expose some mousse and peanut butter ganache. Another one was the magical mushroom. It was another dessert. Oh, I even forgot, cotton candy alcohol drinks, where they have cotton candy in your cup and then it dissolves into your drink. But by far our favorite restaurant, the most delicious on the entire trip, is Giovanni's. It's a brand new concept for this ship. They brought out everything on the menu, basically. A giant meatball, endless pizza, and I would say it's some of the best Italian food I've ever tasted. Kudos to them.
If you're going to Giovanni's, you have to have the burrata salad. It was the one thing I really wanted to get again on the ship. So Ian and I are actually vegetarians. We don't eat meat, and it's pretty recent. What was really nice for us is every chef that knew we had a dietary restriction, some people just came up with random dishes.
Yeah, the chefs,
like, I make it special for you.
Instead of seeing it as a negative, they saw it as a challenge to push their creativity, and our taste buds were are out of this world.
If you let the chefs know, they might get excited like they were for us and just make something for you. So let's go on to number 8, the extra features on the ship. For example, everyone has a person who cleans their room the entire time, and our guy's name was Alan. Every once in a while when we returned back to our rooms, we were left a surprise. One day it was a fruit plate. A few times he made an animal out of a towel. Oh, it's a dog!
This is a dog.
Another really cool feature, the elevators are touchless, which in today's day and age, it's really nice not having to touch things. I have never in my entire life seen an elevator touchless. I'm talking about the buttons, like you could hover your finger near them.
Another feature that I loved, it was so small, but I noticed it on the first day. It's right when you get into the elevator, they change the day of the week every day, because when you're at sea, you lose your sense of time. So it was nice walking in there, knowing what day it was, Monday, Tuesday, and that was just the extra touch.
So that actually falls into number 7, which is people.
What makes cruises are the people on these ships. People from all over the world come together and make your experience one of a kind.
My name is Sidra Borsheim, I'm the captain on board. Welcome aboard the Odyssey of the Seas. It's great to have you all here. I hope you are having a blast. I am.
So the other side is a international channel. We love traveling across seas, and one of our main places we love to go is Southeast Asia. There were a ton of people from Southeast Asia, Asia in general, Serbia. So it was just really great having been to these countries, getting to talk to people like, oh, we love the Philippines, or oh, you're from Serbia. Like,
and if you're looking to see where people are from, if you're a first-time cruiser, it's on their name tag right below their name. It'll say what country they're from. Employees on the ship are all over the place. It almost felt like there were more of them than us. I still remember when I was 5 years old on my first cruise ever. It was a Royal Caribbean cruise. I still remember our waiter's name. It was Rex. He took the time at dinner every night. We went a lot. He took the time to show us magic tricks. And it's crazy that I still remember 20 years later how special those waiters are.
If you haven't noticed, this video is sponsored. I feel like I should have said that at the beginning.
But we're giving you our honest opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ian and Anna, we don't lie.
We didn't think we were gonna love cruising as much as we did.
Yeah, well, we didn't know what to expect, and our families aren't big cruisers, so we hadn't heard a ton about it.
Let's just say Odyssey of the Seas kind of changed our mind. Next up is number 6. This one might surprise you, but it's Royal Caribbean's app that you use the entire time while on the ship. This really surprised us because I've never used a better app for a company in my entire life. You have your entire schedule on there. You have your IDs if anyone asks for them. You have your stateroom information, where it's located on the ship. Every day is scheduled out perfectly for you. So if there's a movie that night, like Hocus Pocus, we went around Halloween time, it was at 10 p.m. that night, and you could just put that in your calendar and it will remind you when to go so you don't forget or miss out on anything.
I loved using it for workout classes. Workout classes were just like a little bit extra of a fee, but I could schedule it through the app. You can schedule tours in countries through it.
If you don't want to miss out on something, start kind of reserving things at the beginning of your cruise, like iFly, which is skydiving. We'll talk about that later. 8 days was a perfect amount of time to get everything done on the ship.
We had more time than I thought. Okay, I gotta talk about this. Number 5, outdoor activities. I think these are like definitely our favorite things to do on the ship. I loved the FlowRider. And it's so funny because I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, just because I remember doing it as a kid and just always falling. But this time we got up, we surfed.
Oh wait. I got up in the end, but Anna got up the first time.
Yeah, I'm
I had 10 different fails, and people think it looks like it hurts a lot, but the water takes away the pain.
But the best part about the FlowRider, it's literally its own surfing community on the cruise ship. The people that go on this FlowRider are there every single day. I swear they go on the cruise just for it.
Yeah, you create a little community back there.
It's
People
really
that cheer
funny.
you on and
It's
get you
funny,
going. And if you can't surf, then you could go boogie boarding. And that's really, really fun.
I loved rock climbing.
Yeah.
And there's also a sky pad where you get to jump on a trampoline, basically what you're attached to. Also, you can do virtual reality with that. So it's like you play a game during.
Yeah. And what's really cool is Skypad is right next to the edge of the ship, way in the back. And there's a platform, a viewing deck of it that goes over the water. There's see-through floor. And I love that, just looking at the water right underneath your feet. You're way high up.
He loves that deck so much. He showed it in our last video like 4 times. I was like, It's just a see-through walkway.
Other than that, there was iFly, which is outside, but it's inside because you're skydiving.
half.
Anna and I have skydived before, but this was a totally different experience because it was quite...
It's a skill.
Yeah, it's a skill. You gotta balance yourself, but once you finally do, you can go higher and higher, and watching everyone's face like...
My problem was like laughing, so I'd lose control, and then like your core kind of collapses, so you just start flying everywhere. If you go skydiving, you have someone on your back, you jump out of an airplane, you do nothing.
If you wanna laugh a little bit at everyone's faces, I highly recommend going and watching everyone up there.
I think everyone should try it. And then trying it on a cruise is even cooler.
We saw 70-year-olds trying it.
It's not scary at all. It's just like a lot of pressure.
And also just watching the people, the employees that are really good at it.
Let's move on to number 4, the indoor activities. So there's something called the Seaplex, and it's the largest indoor-outdoor activity center at sea.
By far, our favorite thing we did on the entire 8-day cruise, and this is gonna surprise everyone at home, was the 4D virtual reality experience called Zone Zero. You put 20 pounds of gear on you. It's from HP. You play these games that take you through rooms. It's not your regular 3D glasses where you're just standing there looking around. You put feet sensors on, hand sensors, you're walking through rooms, you see each other.
Yeah, you actually see each other next to you, and you have to work together.
And the employees make sure you're comfortable because you can get motion sickness from this game.
Yeah.
They'll make sure before you head in there that you're safe and ready to go. You could always take out the goggles if you don't feel.
And there was employees in there because I accidentally hit one. Like, and I thought it was one of you guys.
Like,
I didn't know.
You have swords, it feels like, and you're hitting things, and the wind's coming at
fighting.
you. There's smells of fire,
it's
and it's just
entering a new universe.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the metaverse right now, but I imagine that's what they're trying to make.
Another thing in the Seaplex was bumper cars. They're the only bumper cars at sea on a cruise. This was so much fun hitting each other. There was a line out the door for that experience. There's also a bar there that plays every single game imaginable. So there was like Thursday night football on, Sunday night football, and everyone goes up there, grabs a drink. Other than that, there's an arcade in there for kids and adults.
We played Mario Kart.
Yeah.
We did everything.
We did everything on the entire ship. Moving on to number 3, shows.
We weren't surprised that shows were on a cruise ship. Obviously we knew that, but it was more the quality and talent of these shows and the features. We didn't go to the Effectors show, but we've heard people raving about it. We did one called The Book, and it was just a lot of acrobatics. 8 people hanging from the ceiling at all times.
And futuristic. I can't even explain it. The visuals. The live shows there definitely go as often as possible. Not only did they have live shows in the theaters every single night, but they had live shows at every single bar, whether that's jazz, piano players, guitarists. It was just a vibe, a different vibe in each bar, and that was so much fun, just chilling, having a drink.
Let's move on to number 2, the pool deck. Something really cool about this pool deck was there wasn't 1, not 2, but 3 pool areas, I'm pretty sure. There's a little area for kids, and then there's 2 adult pools, a ton of hot tubs kind of sporadically. The most interesting thing though was the Solarium, which is an indoor pool space.
Yeah, this was a 16 plus adult only section at the front of the ship. It was glass dome indoor pool section with cascading pools, jacuzzis, and you could just see where you're sailing towards the blue water out there. It was just a phenomenal view.
Yeah, no one was there at night. Actually, not a lot of people were in the hot tubs at night.
Go at night to the Solarium pool because no one will be in there. You get the jacuzzis to yourself.
Also, there's live bands, so it's just super lively. Get a drink in your hand, hop in the pool, go swimming, and they had TVs out there too, so you would watch movies at night and then funny videos during the day. Finally, the last thing we will be sharing with you is number 1, the Bionic Bar. This was my favorite thing to do at night. It was to go get a drink at the Bionic Bar from my 2 favorite robots, Mixed and Mingo. Yes, they did name them. It was really fun making your own drink. It's a whole process. First you like swipe your card, you get to pick your drink, and then there's 150 bottles of liquor.
Anna had her famous Long Island iced tea. I had a Bahama Mama. That's another hack on the ship. Go there if you want extra strong drinks, because for 2 shots, it was a way better deal.
There's 8 Royal Caribbean ships with the Bionic Bar, and there's no other ships have these. And there's gonna be a 9th ship in 2022.
Yeah, Wonder of the Seas, that's a big one.
And like the robots are cute. I don't know, is it weird that I think they're just so sweet? Like they move really cool. It's a lot cooler when you're like, holy moly, a robot's making my drink.
It was wild.
And they know where to go. They're just programmed to know everything. It's really cool.
So Anna was obsessed with the food and the Bionic Bar.
I told you we should be a food vlog.
What was your nickname for the Bionic Bar? This is for all you Royal Caribbean employees out there. Maybe a name change.
I think you should can change the name to Booze Bot. I think it has a better ring to it. And then if you do change it, just make sure you give me some money.
And that is it. We covered the Odyssey of the Seas, the newest ship in the entire world. We took it out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, if you're interested in that. It was an 8-day cruise through Aruba, Curacao.
A perfect day at CocoCay.
Which is Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas. That was one of my favorite days with the water slides. If you want to learn more about those experiences, you could check out our video right up here.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will definitely see you in the next one.
Or maybe on your next cruise, you never know.
Next time you'll see us, we'll be in Yosemite National Park.
Woot woot, yip yip, riba riba. Oh gosh, you're far away.